What's up YouTube and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing 5 things that I wish I would have known or done prior to enlisting in the United States Army. Coming up. So a little bit about me before jumping in. I enlisted in the United States Army in 2012. I came in as a private first class or E3. So I've been in for 8 years. So looking back to when I first joined, I would have done a lot of things differently. And there's things that I wish I would have known before even enlisting in the first place. So I get a lot of questions on my Instagram. A lot of you guys typically DM me and ask, hey, you know, I'm a high school senior. I'm about to join the United States Army or the Marines or something like that. Or, you know, I just graduated high school and I'm about to enlist. What should I do? What should I know? You know, should I ask questions? What should I expect for basic training? And so I'm gonna cover 5 things that I wish I would have known prior to even joining myself. So I hope you find this video beneficial. If you do, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump into it. So the first thing I wish I would have known prior to enlisting in the United States Army is do your own homework. Ask questions, but do your own homework. What I mean by that is, yes, the recruiter is there to help you. Yes, they are there to guide you. They're there to help facilitate your entry into the United States Army, the Marines, the Navy, or the Air Force, whichever one that you choose to join. However, you must do your own. You have an individual responsibility to do your own homework with the information that they are providing you. So let's say me, I'm trying to join the United States Army as a new recruit. I come in to the recruiter's office and I let them know, hey, you know, I want to be a 91 Echo, an allied trade specialist. So based off of my ASVAB score, they're gonna look that up. Yes, you qualify. We have a spot available for you to become a 91 Echo United States Army. All right, so it's basically a welder. That is great and all. You know, that's fantastic. Me as a new recruit, I should ask that recruiter questions, you know, so what does that entail? What does my schedule basically look like from a 9 to 5? And that recruiter should be there to answer and help facilitate all the questions that I have for him or her, right? But at the end of the day, I should also go back home, do my own homework, look up 91 Echo, whether it's Google, you know, YouTube, things that other people are sharing and other people are posting. That's information for you to help you know what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis as a 91 Echo. Okay, so you have an individual responsibility to do your own homework as well, because at the end of the day, when you raise that hand and you swear in and you say your oath, it's your career, it's your life. You know, that's, you don't want to swear in to do something that you have little knowledge or information about. You know, you don't want to trap yourself for the next 3 years, the next 4, 5, 6 years doing a job that you would have never liked in the first place had you have known what it really entails. So do your own homework, do your own research. The second tip that I have for you guys today is see it in writing. This might be the most important and crucial tip that I can give you. Okay, see it in writing. What I mean by that is don't take the recruiter's word for face value. And I'm saying this as a United States Army recruiter myself, okay? Don't take it for face value. See it in writing. So an example of this would be if you and the recruiter are sitting down there, let's say you already took the ASVAB, you have a job waiting for you, and he or she says, okay, you're gonna be receiving a $20,000 bonus upon completion of basic training and AIT, okay? You sitting down in that chair, all you might hear is $20,000. And you know, your mind starts going crazy, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be receiving $20,000. I may have never had that amount of money in my life. You know, this is amazing, this is great. You know, you're all excited, your blood is pumping, the adrenaline is flowing. Make sure you see it in writing, because if it's not written in your contract, you're not receiving that money, okay? So I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. See it in writing. So if you and that recruiter agree that $20,000 is the bonus that you're gonna be receiving, make sure that you have him print that contract out for you, so that way you can see in black and white, okay, upon completion of basic and AIT, I'm gonna be receiving $20,000, okay? If it's not in writing, Uncle Sam is not gonna honor that deal that the recruiter made to you in the first place. So see it in writing. I can't tell you how many people and how many stories that I've seen along my way where bonuses, you know, weren't granted, or maybe schools weren't honored because it was never in their contract to begin with, okay? Like airborne school, air assault school, things like that. It was never in their contract. So basically, in Uncle Sam's eyes, it never happened. You guys never agreed on that. So make sure that you see it in writing. Parents, if you're watching this video and you're sitting in that recruiter's office with your child and your child is about to, make sure it's in their contract. Please, I'm telling you from experience, I'm telling you from things that I've seen, make sure it's in writing. That might be the biggest tip that I can give you today. The third tip that I have for you today, all right, and it ties in with the fourth tip, but we're gonna get into that later. You know what I'm saying? So the third tip that I have for you today is take the ASVAB seriously. Why do I say this? Is the ASVAB, the score that you receive on the ASVAB when you take the test, that's gonna be the determining factor of the jobs that are available to you prior to joining. So an example of this, let's say I go in to take the ASVAB, right? Everybody needs to take the ASVAB first and foremost, okay? Everybody needs to take a test to basically gauge what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. It's a test comprised of paragraph comprehension, word knowledge, math. You know, it's basically gauging your strengths and your weaknesses, okay? So based off of the test scores that you receive, that is gonna determine the jobs that are available to you, right? So you need a 31 to pass. If I go in and I fall asleep on a test and I score a 31, there might be like 5 jobs available to me, right? Infantry is most likely guaranteed to be one. Most likely combat MOS jobs like tanker, Cav Scout. You know, you really won't get a broad or wide variety of options to choose from if you score low on the ASVAB, okay? When I went into the Army, when I joined the Army 8 years ago, I took the ASVAB, right? I said, okay, no big deal. Let me just do this test real quick. It's a long test, right? At least it feels like a long time when you're sitting in that chair. So halfway through, I started getting lazy, you know, posture started changing, leaning up on the desk. I was bored, started clicking through answer because I just wanted the test to be over, okay? I ended up scoring maybe like I don't even remember what I scored, right? But it wasn't too high, it wasn't, you know, exceptional at all. It was like borderline bare minimum, right? So I say that to say that my job that I chose was the infantry, okay? I ended up going to the infantry because there wasn't a lot of jobs for me to choose from to begin with. My brother ended up taking the test after me and he ended up scoring really high on his ASVAB test. So the options that were available to him was incredible. You know, he had a wider variety of options to choose from, whether that's clerical clerk jobs, you know, 42 alphas, whether that was, you know, nice office jobs, whether that was mechanical jobs, culinary jobs. You know, the window opens up for you. So based on your ASVAB score, that's what the Army is gonna look at to determine what jobs or how many jobs you can select. So if you do poorly, you might only have 4 or 5 options to choose from. If you do great, you might have 10, 11, 12, 15 options to choose from based off of your score. So take the ASVAB seriously. The fourth big power tip that I have for you today is look beyond the military. Yes, when you sit down there and you're talking to the recruiter, you know, you're typically your focus is what you're gonna be doing on a day-to-day basis inside the military. So I signed up for a 3-year contract. My focus was, okay, what am I gonna be doing for those 3 years? Okay, my big tip for you is to look beyond those 3 years, okay? If I have a passion for mechanic, like I love to fix cars or trucks or whatever the case may be, and I love mechanical work, then I probably shouldn't be picking a job that, you know, has me in the dining facility cooking meals, or has me, you know, doing battle drill 1 alpha in the field, you know, as an infantryman, okay? So if I love mechanical work, and let's say I know down the road I would love to open my own mechanic shop, then I should probably choose a job that is somewhat related to mechanical work, okay? If I love carpentry and that's my passion, I know that's what I want to do, beyond the military, I should be thinking, okay, I need to find myself in some sort of carpentry job or the closest thing to it. Carpentry may not be available to me, however, the closest thing to it, you know, something with my hands maybe, but look beyond the military. Don't just focus only on the 3 years. I see a lot of people choosing jobs that has nothing to do with their passion whatsoever. So when they get out of the military and they want to transition into something that they like doing, that could have been 3 years that you was in a job that was giving you that job training, you know, pushing you and progressing you in that area, in that field, so that way you can be better when you exit the military. All right, so look beyond the military. Try to put yourself and position yourself in some sort of job that will help and aid you be better outside of the military in a field that you're interested in. Also, on the note of choosing your job, when you're in the process of choosing your job, try to have at least 3 options that you set for yourself, okay, before talking to that recruiter. So if I know I have a passion for carpentry and I love to work with my hands, all right, I might tell myself, do my own homework. Again, that goes back to the first tip. Do my own homework. Okay, 12 whiskey, that's a carpentry masonry job. Okay, that's my primary choice. That's option number 1. If that's not available to me, then okay, I might choose 12 Bravo, which is also in the engineering field, combat engineer. If that's not available to me, then I might try to choose 12 November. So try to give yourself 3 or 4 secondary options, just in case your primary option is not available to you. If you want to be in the medical field beyond the military, again, same thing applies. There's so many jobs to choose from. So if 68 whiskey is not available to you, then try to choose something else and something else. Like have 3 or 4 options, just in case the recruiter says, hey, you know, we don't have your primary choice, but we do have this choice, you know? So that's a little something to think about. That might help you at least get your foot in the door in the field that you would like to choose from. Because you got to think, a lot of people is trying to join the military, same as you, all over the country. All right, so if you don't have that secondary choice to choose from and that third option to choose from, if you sleep on it too long, somebody else might snag that job away from you. So that's just a little power tip. Before we move on to the 5th and final tip that I have for you, the question of the day is, what job did you guys choose upon your entry into the military? For me, my first job was 11 Charlie. That's an infantryman, mortarman. Okay, I was launching mortars and all kind. So what job did you guys choose? Leave a comment down in the comment section below. The 5th and final tip that I have for you guys today is it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to feel those butterflies in your stomach. You're about to embark on a whole new adventure. Maybe you never had anybody in your family that was in the military. Maybe you're the first person. So it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to feel that hesitant feeling, like, you know, I don't know if I want to sign. I don't know if I want to commit to 3-4 years of this. You know, especially you got basic training right there in your face. You've never been to basic training before, you know, so it's okay to be nervous. All right, don't let those butterflies and that anxious feeling stop you from doing something that might benefit your future, your family's future. Okay, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. So if anybody is telling you otherwise, you're hearing it from me. All right, Simba is telling you it's okay to be nervous. I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know the ins and outs. I didn't know anything about the military whatsoever. So I'm telling you this from experience. I was feeling them butterflies when I was on that bus going to Fort Benning, Georgia. I was nervous. When I made it to Sand Hill and all those brown and round hats were just staring at the bus like sharks, waiting to shark, I was extremely nervous. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I promise you, you can make it through. If I can make it through, you can make it through. So just be encouraged with that final tip. There you have it, guys. That's 5 things that I wish I would have known or done prior to joining the United States Army. If you found this video if you found this video helpful whatsoever, be sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to comment what your MOS was, or what you want your job to be if you're not in the military, what you want your job to be, or what you chose for a job if you are in the military, down in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button. Always remember that success is made by action, so get up, go grind. I'll see you next time.
They call me Simba for a reason, cause success is made by actions. How you say you wanna make it, but you never make it happen, huh? No, you never make it happen. Stay committed, cause I do this with a passion.